Hello, children. Today, let's learn Fair Play from Class 6 English Honeysuckle textbook. Before we read the story, has your best friend ever done something you thought was wrong? What did you do then? Did you keep quiet or did you tell your friend what you thought? Read the story about two friends who had to decide what was more important, friendship or enmity, or a sense of what is right and what is wrong. Ole voina chuan fair play ti class 6 English Honeysuckle mi kan zirdon a chapter 7 a thon thu bu chung kan soi ma in ni chan don pani chung chang ani mela kan best friend te kan chian thaber ten thil dik lo nia kan shiat an ti hian eng ti nge kan om thin le kan ngoi pui mai nge ni a kan ngai dan ani lo thu te kan shil thin he thon thua po hian chan dun pani in a enge I pui mo ber friendship in chan that na nge ni a enmity in mel mak na nge ni a eng hinge dika dik lo ti an soi dun na ani a tuna a thon thu kan lo soi chanang bung khat na Juman Sheikh le Algu Chaudhry chu chian tha em mayan nia anin chian that na po anget le maya tu po tu ma zok po jin chuak se ginalo om zok tu chuan an chung te an lo in enkol sak thina tin an pani chuan an khwa mi te za an hlo hle bok ani Juma na chuan ni tak to teu mai hi anaya chu ani chuan Juma na chu aro zong zong khom tira aro khom tir mana te po chuan anyang Juma na chuan ani chu en kol ve thung anga ya ani chu en kol ta a hun eng mu ti chen chu in ngei takin that takin an en kol theya ama ero chu kumni vela liam nu chuan ani en kol dan kha dang ta em maya ani le anu pui kha en sang ta em mai ni om ja chu anu pui duat ang khan ani kha duat lo te po ti ira dik thei ome ani na ei chak thil hote te po ati sak du tamya lo maya ani chuan a tuar shama ama ero chu ado theina in atlin zo zai ta bik lova ti khat chu ani chuan Jumana hena chuan ka fapa tu na chuan a chiang to in ka hria he ina ka om hi in rem tilovin min ngai thelo ani hi thlatin poisa tlema zong ka in enkol na tur min pela ka in bol sang ve to mayange atia Jumana chuan ani chu za pa lo takin he in enkol dan chung chang chu kan nu pui na thiam berin a sheber chu wang chuan lo do mai ro atia ani chu athinarim hle me ati chuan an ko ho tu panchayat te hna thlen atum alung oilo na chu thlen atum ta a tam tak chung chu ani chuan khomi te hna an chung chang thu chu soina kalkwala tianga kalkwal mu tur chu ni engam zat chung chu omani then chuan an lo khonga a thenin an lo nui zata a thenin fuina thu te an lo shila a thenin Jumana le anu puitin en chuan in rem siam tur ten thuron te an lo pe boka a to pa chuan Jumana thian thaber me Algu Chaudhry hena chuan avakal tan an chung chang thu chu wa shila Algu Chaudhry chuan kani Jumana nen chuan thian tha tak kan nia entinge ama epzogin thil ka soi theyang alo ti ta de me ni ma se ani chuan thil dik lawani thil dik lawani ti shiring sia engma soi lawa ngoi ring te chu a thado nem ni ati a panchayat a kala thu dik sei ro Chaudhry chuan ati a Algu Chaudhry chuan ani chung chang chu angai angoi renga ma se aril ruwa ani thu soi zong chu abenga arit lut mai ni chu mini vek chuan panchayat chu bung lian tak hnuaya an mukhoma Jumana chuan ding chhuakin panchayat o chu pathian o tuk ani a kani han panchayat ho tu chu ron thlang chhuak or se athutluk na chu kalo pompuyang ti na ron soya ani chuan panchayat ho tu ber chuan melma le chian atler shangai lova Algu Chaudhry hi enge ingai dan aron ti a ani chuan ni e thalom ti in chung rila lom takin alo pompuya Algu Chaudhry chuan kani Jumana ne na kan in chat ta te chui shiat khat aron ti a ani chuan ni e ka hria alom ma se in thian thatna wangin ichhia le thasiat na bodon lo ti ka shebok panchayat ho tu bera chuan pathianin na athok thina panchayat o chu pathian o ni ti in ani chuan han soifia le a ti chuan Algu chuan Juman thian tha tak kan ni a ini hi kan ni ang tluk tho ni a ka ngai na a tuna chuan punch kalo ni ta a ini le nangma po kalaka chuan inin tluk veka thiam chang turin enge soidu inei le aron ti a kumthum kalta khan ti in jumana chuan bulhan chana kani hian aro nei zong zong min pe a aleta ama enkol ka intiama thei to po ka chwa ka nu pui nen in ho chang an nei ta zau zau maya ma se ke in enge ti thei ka nei chuan tuna kani in thlatin sum pe turin min phuta ka thei lo ani chu zong chu ani ka soi thei an ti a jumana tu soi chu algu le midang te chuan an han ngai tua chiang a an ron khoma atopa chuan algu chu randing chuaka kan ngai tua chian hnuwa jumani hian ani hi thlatin ni ain en kol na tur sum a pe tur ani ani lo chuan ani ro khom hi pelet ro se ti in thutuk na kan siam ani aron ti a chu thutluk na hnuwa tang chuan an pahnih chuan hmudun turan omai ta reng reng lawa anin thian that na chu lo ke cheta algu chu juman hmel malian ber alo ni ta a phubalak tum ranin a om ta reng maya ni te lo liama van doi thlak tak min algu chuan buaina tok ta a bong thaber pahnih zing mi pakhat chu thita lo maya pakhat jok chu samju sahu hne na shala ainin rem siam dana chuan samju sahu chuan thakha chungin bong man chu apetur nia ma che thakha taral mai na bong chu athita mai si a thatamaral nu chuan algu chuan sahu hne na chuan a bong man chu va thinga sahu chuan aloning em a poisa engma ka pe thei lo che bong chia min lei tira hlok na in chiat na min siama bong pakhat ka neya chu chu thakhat chung mangla I bok man chu ka rul lo mayang che ti in thin rim takin alo changa gu chuan buain chu panchayat hne na thlen tum ta a thlatam tak nuwa avoi ni na tan panchayat chu an thu khom le ta an pani chuan lam tang tur an zong khom ve a bung lian tak noya chuan anin mukhom le ta a algu chu lo ding chuaka punch o chu pathian o ni sahu hian punch tur thlang ro se a thutluk na ka din puyang ka pom puyang ati a sahu chuan chumi hun chu hun tha a la in jumana chu punch turin a thlang ta a algu chu chuan a hlau thong em me a aron dang veka ma se ti theidang a nei to silova chutia jumana punch alo ni ta ka chuan mo phurna le poimo na anei ti ama po chuan a in sha a poimo na le amo phurna sang tak chel chung chuan phubalak atum do nim ti ama le ma chu in ngai tu awang wanga ma se ni lo ami mal thil chu hun poimo le thudik soina huna aron in rol tur ani lo ati a algu le sahu te chuan an din hun chu an soi ve a an thil soi te chu ngun takin an ngai tu ho ta a ni chuan jumana chu aron ding chuak ta a kan thutluk dana chuan sahu hian algu chu abong man a pengei tur ani sahu an bong a leitirin natna emo buaina emo engma anei lo a thi chan chu van duaina wang liao ania bong thina hian algu hi mo pu thei ani lova algu hian mo phurna anei lo ani aron tia algu chu in sum thei lo in randing chuaka chakna chulal pa ta ani punch o chu pathian o ni tin ron out chiam maya anhuwa chuan jumana chu algu hne na ron kala panchayat nung ber atang khan email ma kania ma se voina punch mo phurna ka hanla ka chia khan I thutluk na kha ka sha thiam puya che punch chuan chiane mail ma thliar lo dikna che asha tu man mail ma le thian thliar sang tur mo thudik ata punch hi la peng su se aron tia algu chuan a thian pa chu trap chungina kwa ngoya amit tui chuan an in huat na le in sha thiam lo na chu atleu fai ta vek ani ole khati zong kha thon thu chu ani a ro rel dik hlut zia a thon thu khan min hu tir thei ome okay let's move on to the exercise working with the text exercise A match the sentences under column 1 with those under column 2 number 1 Juman and Algu were the best of friends the answer is in the absence of one the other took care of his family. Number 2, Juman's aunt transferred her property to. The condition was that he would be responsible for her welfare. Number 3, the aunt decided to appeal to the panchayat. She wanted justice. Number 4, Algu was unwilling to support her aunt. The bond of friendship between him and Juman was very strong. Number 5. Juman was very happy to hear Algu's name as the head punch. He believed that his friend would never go against him. Exercise B. Who says this to whom and why? Number 1. My wife knows best how to run the house. The answer is Juman speak these words to his aunt. He wanted to get rid of his aunt. He did not want to give her any allowance. Question number 2. But is it right, my son, to keep mum and not say what you consider just as fair? The answer is the old aunt says these words to Algu Chaudhry. Algu was unwilling to give his judgment against his best friend. Question number 3. What have you to say in your defense? The answer is Algu said these words to Juman when he occupied the seat of the head. He was keen to do justice. Number 4. I can't pay you a penny for the red beast you sold me. The answer. Sahu said this to Algu Chaudhry. Algu had sold his bullock to Samju Sahu. The bullock died because Sahu overworked and unfurred the animal. When Algu demanded his money, Algu honestly refused to pay him a penny. Number 5. Victory to the Panchayat. This is justice. The answer. Juman was the head. He could easily give his verdict against Algu, but the seat of Panch made him fair and just. He asked Sahu to pay the money to Algu. At this, Algu shouted with joy and welcomed the fair judgment. Exercise C. Answer the following question. Number 1. Then the situation changed. What is being referred to? The answer. The situation changed after the transfer of property. Juman forgot his promise to look after his old aunt. He as well as his wife began to ill-treat her. Question number 2. When Juman's aunt realized that she was not welcome in his house, what arrangement did she suggest? The answer. Juman's aunt could not bear insult anymore. She wanted to cook her food separately. She demanded monthly allowance from her nephew. Question number 3. What was the villagers' reactions when the aunt explained her case to them? The answer. The old woman went to several villagers to explain her case and get their support. But some showed sympathy and some laughed at her. A few advised her to make peace with Juman. Question number 4. Why was Juman happy over Algu's nomination as head punch? The answer. Algu and Juman were best friends. So Juman hoped to get the verdict in his favor. Naturally, he felt happy when the aunt named Algu to act as the head punch. Question number 5. God lives in the heart of the punch. The aunt said, what did she mean? The aunt meant that a person in the seat of judge becomes fair and just like God. He is not guided by his personal likes or dislikes. He cannot do any injustice. He is God's representative. Question number 6. What was Algu's verdict as head punch? How did Juman take it? The answer. Algu heard the case and gave a fair judgment. He asked Juman either to pay a monthly allowance to his aunt or transfer the property in her name. Juman was stunned. He became Algu's enemy. He decided to take revenge on Algu. Number 7. Algu found himself in tight spot. What was his problem? The answer. Algu sold his bullock to Samju Sahu, a cartman. Sahu promised to pay the price within a month, but during this period he took so much work for the animal that it died. Sahu became dishonest. He refused to pay the money. Number 8. Why was Algu upset over Juman's nomination as a head punch? The answer. Algu was upset because Juman was already annoyed with him, so he thought Juman would take his revenge. Number 9. What was Juman's verdict as head punch? How did Algu take it? The answer. Juman's verdict was that Sahu had to pay the verdict of bullock to Algu because when Sahu purchased the bullock from Algu, it was hale and hearty. This was a genuine decision. Algu took it happily and said it was a victory of the Panchayat. Number 10. In which of the following sum up the story best? Give your choice. The answer is, I think the second statement sum up the story best. The person in the seat of a judge becomes fair and just. Okay, another exercise, fill in the blanks and working with language and so on. I hope you can do the rest by yourself. ole khatis song kha voina kan zir thei te chu ani a in lo tangkai pui le nge ka be se boka a lo clear tu lo tangkai pui tu te zong zong chunga lom thu ka soya kan soi photo chin soi non leang khong in channel mi no subscribe pa mi no share sak turin ka ngen boka cheu kalome